Hello friends, we are going to write a Python program to calculate the electricity bill using if, elif, else statement. Units is my variable equal to integer of input of double quotation enter the number of units consumed. I'm closing the input statement. I'm closing the int function. So the input statement display the string, enter the number of units consumed in the console. When user enter the value, it is captured as a string by the input statement and converted it as an integer by the int function and stored it in the variable units. Now I am initializing a variable total equal to 0. The electricity charges are like this. For units up to 100, that means 0 to 100, charge rupees 5. 101 to 200 rupees 7. 201 to 300 rupees 10. Greater than 300 rupees 15. For this tariff, I am going to write a calculation using if, elif, else structure. I am checking if units less than or equal to 100 colon, given indentation for the scope, total equal to units multiplied with 5. If this condition is true, if the number of units consumed entered by the user which is less than or equal to 100, then total equal to units into 5. If this condition is false, I am writing an elif units less than or equal to 200 colon. If this condition is false, control will come to the elif statement and check the condition units less than or equal to 200. So if this is true, in this case unit is not less than or equal to 100, that means it's greater than 100 and less than or equal to 200. It would be in the category of 101 to 200. For this, I am writing a calculation. If units less than or equal to 200 is true, means here the units less than or equal to 100 is false, then only control will come and check the condition in the elif statement. In this case, unit less than or equal to 100 is false and unit less than or equal to 200 is true. In this case, this category belongs to 101 to 200. So for this I am charging rupees 7. So how to write a charge? So if it is less than or equal to 200, first 100 unit you have to charge 5 rupees only. For remaining only you have to charge 7 rupees. So total equal to, you have to give indentation to have the total within the scope of the elif statement. Total equal to first 100 units multiplied with 5. Then remaining units we have to charge rupees 7. What I am doing? Units minus 100 multiplied with 7. First 100 units I am charging 5 rupees. For remaining units I am charging 7. That's why for the remaining units only I am charging 7. That's why I am subtracting the 100 from the units. If this condition also falls, the control will come to the next statement. Here I am writing an elif units less than or equal to 300 colon. If this condition is true, both the two conditions are false. That means unit is greater than 200 and less than or equal to 300. It will come to this category 201 to 300. I am charging rupees 10. So here I am writing total equal to first 100 units rupees 5, next 100 units rupees 7, and remaining units. That means units minus 200. Why? For the first 100 5 rupees, second 100 7 rupees is already calculated. So I am subtracting the calculated units from the number of units consumed. For remaining, I am charging rupees 10. Here I am writing an else statement. Else colon. So in this case, unit less than or equal to 300 is false, means unit is greater than 300. For this I am charging 15 rupees. Total equal to first 100 units I am charging 5 rupees, 100 into 5. Next 100 units I am charging 7 rupees, 100 into 7. Next 100 units I am charging rupees 10. For remaining units I am charging 15 rupees. So I am subtracting units minus 300 into 15. So my calculations are over. Now I am going to print the result. So you have to write them in the next statement after the entire if, elif and else structure. Here I am printing. Print. Here I am printing the bill. Bill is, here I am writing rupees, comma, I am placing the variable total followed by the string followed by the variable units followed by the string units. I am closing the print statement. So it will print the bill is rupees followed by the total amount which is calculated, and for is the string followed by units. That means number of units consumed and followed by units. So the total bill is rupees amount for number of units followed by the string units. So this is my output. Now we will discuss how this structure works. First I am getting the number of units consumed from the user. Input statement receives it as a string and convert it as an integer and storing it in the variable units. I am initializing a variable total equal to 0. I am checking if units less than or equal to 100. If this condition is true, then the statement under the if block will get executed, total equal to units into 5, because for the units 0 to 100 I am charging 5 rupees only. After the execution, the control will come directly out of the entire if else structure and come to the print statement and print the result as an output. So the bill is rupees and total amount followed by string for the units. The number of units will be displayed here followed by the string units. If this condition is false, controller will come to the first element and check this condition, units less than or equal to 200. If this is true, for first 100 units I am charging 5 and remaining units I am charging 7 rupees. If this is also false, then only controller will come to the next element. If this is true, the controller will come out and print. If this is also false, the controller will come to the next element and check. If units less than or equal to 300, in this case, this is true. Total equal to first 100 units 5, next 100 units 7. For remaining units minus 200, I am charging 10. So after this calculation, this controller will come out of the entire if else structure and come to the print statement. If this is also false, then the controller will come to the else statement and it calculates the total amount, which is in the category of greater than 300. I am charging 15 rupees. For the first 100 units 5, next 100 units 7, next 100 units 10, for the remaining units 15 rupees. So this is my calculation. After this calculation, the control will come out and print the result. So in this if and else structure, if block is true, only this statement will get executed and control will come out of the statement after the entire if else block. If this is false, if this is true, the statement will be executed and control will come out to the print. If this is also false, this will be checked, and if this is true, this total will be calculated and print will get executed. All the if and elif are false, else will get executed. In a particular execution, only one block will be executed. That means where the condition is true. If is false, all the elifs are false, and the statement under the else will get executed. That is the advantage of the if, elif, and else statement. Now we will take the sample input and check how this program works. We are going to discuss about the input and output. My input units equal to 350. So I am giving an input as a 350. It will check 350 less than 100. This is false. And come to the elif and check 350 less than or equal to 200. This is also false. And control will come to the next elif and check 350 less than or equal to 300. This is also false. Then we come to the else and execute the total. So how the total is calculated? First 100 multiplied with 5 plus next 100 multiplied with 7 plus next 100 multiplied with 10, and then come here and subtract the 300 from units. That means 350 minus 300 multiplied with 15 rupees. So here this is 100 into 5 plus 100 into 7 plus 100 into 10 plus here this is 50 into 15. So this is 500 plus 700 plus this is 1000 plus this is 750. So this is 500 plus 700, 1200, 1200 plus 1000, 2200, 2200 plus 750, 2950. 2950 is my charge. I will get an output. The bill is 2950 for 350 units is my output. This is my output. That's it. Thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe to my channel, share, comment, and press the bell button. Thank you.